Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to my channel. This is Christine Austin, and I am here to encourage you, motivate, and inspire you to live your best life now. Throughout this channel, I help individuals throughout their entrepreneur journey, as well as sharing a lot of different things within myself and how I have been able to continue to be successful in the insurance space and beyond. All right, so today I am talking about 2024 Christine's journey. All right. So last year, I came in really, I guess about October. I started saying 2024 going for more, 2024 going for more, right? Did not really know what that meant or how 2024 was going to look for me, but I knew I was going to go for more. I didn't know that life was going to turn upside down. However, when I think back to when I first really decided I was going to go all in the insurance space, my sister passed away. Like literally the day before I was to go on the manager's retreat, she passed away, and it was like my life, my world turned upside down. And I thank God that I did push forward. I did go to that retreat. I learned a lot, and that actually affords me today, which is actually 11 years later, now that my life has been turned upside down again, that I now have and receive residuals and renewals from all the work that I did back then, so that I can kind of figure some things out today while I'm going through yet another life transition, right? And so, one thing that I know for a fact, my channel has been such an inspiration to so many people as well as myself, because you guys, so many of you agents and individuals, entrepreneurs, people that are not even life insurance agents, have reached out to me and have shared with me how I have been able to help you through the years. And so much so that some of you who have found out about some of the changes that I'm going through have reached out and just been praying for me, been praying over me via email, via Facebook Messenger. And I just want to thank you. I won't put your names out there, but I just want to tell you thank you, because I really appreciate it. I've always been one pouring into everyone else. And it just was just an amazing feeling to have so many strangers that don't feel like strangers, because you guys have been listening to me and following me forever. But for you guys to reach out to me like, hey, Christine, I see you. You just keep pushing, keep going. We love you. We appreciate everything that you've done. And I appreciate that. Oop, I forgot I got a mic on. I appreciate that. So thank you once again. So getting back, I know you're probably wondering like, what is going on over here? So these are credit cards. They're credit cards. And then of course I have my 2024 Christine's Journey, right? And I made this beginning of the year, right? 2024 Christine's Journey. And I just want to kind of go over what I am doing, right? What I'm doing. So within this book, I've always done journals. I've always did vision boards as well. Okay. So this is actually a blend of both. So as we go in, I won't share my screen, so I'm not going to like bring you in on here. However, I'll just go over a few things that I have in this book. So I have down here going for more, right? That's what this says. And then it has a couple of dates on here and some just words of affirmations, speaking life into myself. Okay. And then I have here is going to be a whole list of my credit cards. And on here, it has the amounts that have been reported on the credit report, the dates that they are reported on the credit. I'm going to tell you why it's so important to do this. The due date of these credit cards, the limits, the actual balance, and what is going to be the 25% limit. Okay. And then on this side of this little notebook, I put the lines and I put the months of the year. And so the reason I put that here is so that I could then create a step-by-step of paying off all of my credit card debt. And I know I was giving credit cards to my husband at the time, to my daughter, like everybody. We were just living, making it happen. So now it's cleanup time. Okay. So setting up, being able to see exactly what you have, seeing what those totals are, seeing when they are reported to the credit bureau, seeing when the due dates are. These things are very important for you to be able to make and create your steps to get out of debt. Because if you don't know what you're dealing with, you don't know how to get out. Like we can't avoid it, right? Because if you don't know when the payment is due and you miss it, then you're getting charged a late fee and then the interest. All credit card interest fees are high unless you have a couple that have zero interest, which I do have a couple. And of course, those will be paid off first. And then that money will be used to pay off other cards. But being able to have a plan set up that way, as you're working, okay, I'm working and these are the things I need to be paid off first, second, third. Not, okay, I could take this money and go out and kick it. No, I can't go celebrating and partying because that money needs to go towards, and I need to look at the devil on camera, sorry. But the money needs to go towards the bills. Okay. So that's what's in there. So a couple pages I have here because those of you again that have been following me for a while may or may not have participated in my 0 to 6 figure online course where I've helped hundreds of agents hit 6 figures within a year. So I actually I did close it because it was kind of a conflict of interest with the insurance company I was working with at the time. But now that I'm no longer with that company, I can do what I want to do. And I am going to go back to my online courses. It's so important because I still, from day to day, have individuals that reach out to me because they're in this insurance space and they don't know what to do. All right. And so being that God has blessed me to not be the one that was always on a 20, 30, 40, 50,000 every single month, but that I was a trainer and I have been able to make well over 2 million in this industry, right? There are some people doing it in a year, and that's not your girl. But being consistent and having a 90% persistency, meaning that more of my clients are staying on the books so that I'm able to receive the residuals even to this day. That is so important. So to be able to share how I've been able to accomplish that and how others can do that is my passion. I want everyone to win. Okay. So that's what's on here. Just going back down the different chapters. I do have an online book, 2 of them actually coming. I've been talking about that a little while as far as like my sister's story and how she fell into Great Depression. I was in depression due to her, and what happened with her and her life. But just out of relationships and how so many people just lose their vision, they lose their dreams, they lose their way because of a relationship. And so as I'm transitioning, I will not be losing myself within that transition. I lost a little bit of myself in certain relationships, but not all the way. Like I was always conscious of a lot of different things. And I thank God for that. And so I am now having the time and the quiet space to be able to put down all of the things that have taken place in my earlier years when I had my sister, and then utilizing, her journal and her poetry and things like that so that I can then share it with the world to help others. Because again, I saw a young man fall, like jump out of a window. He didn't fall, he jumped out of the window because his girlfriend cheated on him and didn't want him back. And he said, if you didn't take me back, I was going to jump out of her apartment window. And he did, and literally passed away right in front of me when I used to work downtown Pittsburgh. And, those things stay with you forever. And it's like, that's so heartbreaking. It's so heartbreaking. But to really be able to stay tapped in and understand that things like that happen, that everybody may not be there forever. And it's okay. What did we learn while we were together? What did we enjoy? It's not all bad. But if we focus on the bad things, then that's all that we're going to feel. And that creates the anger, the depression, anxiety, all of the things that are not good for our bodies. And so I am going to get that completed so that I can share that and help others as well as myself. Right. So moving on. Of course, some of the pages are just me journaling. I'll do mind dumps. So it'll be crazy all over the page because I'm literally just sitting down and whatever the thoughts are on my mind, I'm dumping it. So then in the middle, I had a separate book. And it was my vision, not board, but book, my vision book. So I put it in here. I was like, let me just put it together, just put it all in a pot. So this has dream on it. And then I have my digital products that are coming that you guys will be able to purchase. Definitely not at no high cost because I'm just not that person, but you'll be able to purchase those things. And then just really recreating my life. Like I have to dream again. I have to think about, okay, how do I want to move now in this space, right? So just because things happen and life turns upside down on you doesn't mean that you stop dreaming. It means now you have to dream again. You have to change and recreate and just like allow God to just open up that portal for you to see like, okay, just because my life changed doesn't mean what God has for me changed. It just may mean that how I get there or who gets there with me, or if I get there, without, you're always going to go somewhere with people. You need others to be successful, but it just may change. And now it's time to really sit back and sit down and say, okay, what does this look like? So this is where I am today. That's why this whole thing is not filled up, because I am now in this, okay, now I got to figure some things out. All right. So this here, though, has a lot of different pictures of how I want my house to look. I definitely would love to get into, I am getting into the Airbnbs. We got to be careful of our words. I'm not going to like nothing. I'm not going to try nothing. I'm going to do, period. So that's what these pictures are, to help me stay in that space. So as I'm online, I'm looking at houses. I'm looking at the houses that I know I want to look a certain way, right? On the other side, this is for my digital products. This is for my social media pages, my YouTube channel, my Instagram, my TikTok. Everything is my name, Christine Austin, Life Now. You're going to find me. If you Google me, all my stuff is going to pop up. And then just looking at traveling. I love to travel. I'm not going to stop traveling just because things have changed. It's just I'm going to be traveling a little different, right? So definitely I still have my traveling on, my online courses, my vision board, a mirror so that I'm looking at that money, right? You see these $100 bills on here. No, these are not real $100 bills, but they're real $100 bills that are sitting here because I am aligned with the vibration of abundance and I attract wealth effortlessly. Okay. I have on here, make the pain pay. We're always in a form of pain, always in this life. It's temporary, right? Everything's temporary. But while you're in it, make it pay. Make it pay. Don't wallow in it. Don't. You got to get up and you have to keep going. And so then I do have, I'm open to receiving unlimited prosperity. This is a different property that I would like to purchase and what and how I would look. So it's different than the property that I want for myself and my family. And then another different property for Airbnbs, right? So I have that vision down, the floor plan, how I would like it to look, and all of the things there. And then on this page, I have a beautiful picture that I had seen while I was looking for pictures in living rooms and dining rooms and bedrooms and closets and bathrooms and all of those things. This picture, it's a piece of art, and it's all these different colors, and it's a woman's face. And what came to me when I found this picture was my life is as beautiful as this piece of art. Some dark times, more light, all make up who I was, who I am, and who I am becoming. 2024 really is all about going for more, right? And I just thought that was beautiful. This piece of artwork is $381. I will own that piece of art. I'm not sure when I'm going to get it, but I will own that piece of art. So I put that down, and I put down, I put down I'd have it by December. So there you go. I will have it before the end of this year. But I put that down. And then there's a countdown to my divorce date. Some more journaling and lots of journaling, right? So whenever I feel the need to write some things down, here's some things as far as like my goals, the steps to my goals. Who do you have to support? Who do I have to support me? My next 90 days, right? What am I going to do in the next 90 days? So I took I'm almost at 90 days of the mark for my divorce. And I did allow myself the time to just breathe, to like go through the mourning of my marriage, go through, because it's like a funeral for real, right? Go through to like, it's unbelievable. Like, but most people know throughout the marriage when it's toxic, they know, right? But you just try and try and try and try. And it is what it is. We're just gonna say it like that. It is what it is. Um, so I'm allowing myself that time to really just sit and be still. I go out here and there, but just really within myself, like, okay, what is it that I really want? How do I really want to show up, right? For myself. I've always been one that have constantly did for others and put them first in everything. So now it's like, okay, you need to do that for you. What do you want? Right? What do you want? How do you want to truly be able to show up without stripping yourself so that we all can win? Right? So that's where I went down. I put down my next 90 days. So really starting from the middle of August, going the next 90 days. And that's what I have planned out. How I want my days to go, what my routine is going to be. I had to create a new routine. I'm already created one, but it's now down, right? Um, all of the things, my rest days, and then journaling. You have to get some things out. Perception is everything. And what if your divorce was an opportunity? Guard your gratitude, seize the opportunity, get up. The season didn't come to break you, it came to build you up into the person God created you to be. You are the woman for the job, period. Make the pain pay. So that is a consistent theme that I have going on. Make this pain pay. Choose my heart. All right. And of course, a lot of journaling, to-dos. I always have a list of to-dos. And today I'm writing out a more direct, a more going hard on paying off these debts, because I no longer have the distractions in my household. I have other distractions, clearly, right? But I don't have certain ones that took that additional time. So now I'm like, that's why I pulled the cards back out. I did. I initially last year at the end of the year, I had cut up all of my cards, all of them, and I put them on a board, and they're over here. I might put a picture of it in there. It says debt free 2024. I cut them all up, but then like February, I started getting new cards because they had expired. So they were expiring. So the companies send out your updated cards automatically, right? So I was like, okay, so now I got all these cards again. But I wasn't using them. I have been paying them down. However, I have the actual hard copy of the cards. Like some of them, you can't see it, but they still have the stickers on them because I didn't activate them. So I pulled the cards out, and I'm going to go through again, similar to what I did earlier in the year, which I showed you, where I had put down the cards. I put down the due dates. I already know the due dates. I know when they report to the credit bureau. So I'm pretty much going to just copy that main information. I'm going to go ahead and put what the current amounts due are, and then map out the next 90 days. So I am just going to put my head down, and go to work, and go to work for me, go to work for my family, go to work for myself, and really just do what's necessary. And in this space, I'm realizing that it's so easy for other people to try to come in and to try to fill that space or that void of an individual that was always there. So people are trying to, and I'm not saying like men are trying to come in, anything like that. I mean, I'm not trying to say that, but I'm being very careful. So I am 1000% in tune. Like in the mornings, I'm getting up, I'm doing my prayer, I'm doing my gratitude. I'm grateful for just being here, right? In all things. And some things that I've added in the morning routine are like, okay, do I really want to hear this type of conversation or this type of tonality or these type of calls or whatever? You know, do I want a person sending me a text messages early in the morning? You know, people that I've met through the last couple months. Do I want that? Like, how is it affecting my mood? Right. So I'm very, 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 very much in tune with like, what do I want? Like right now is about what do I want? Is what I'm doing, how I'm moving, is it going in an alignment with how I feel God is talking to me and moving me? And so some things I'm making more adjustments. So I already understand that for me, I may get into something that I pull myself out of with the quickness, and I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. I am no longer going to allow myself to feel some kind of way because somebody else may feel some kind of way about what I decide to do. I am not. I am not. What I'm learning is I really need to get back into just, or not even getting back into, but get better at praying about a thing before I move. So y'all pray for me. Y'all pray for me too, because I need it. So that way I'm not having to make the changes. But when I said in my online course years ago, learning the power of no, that I pulled that back up for me. Like, it is better to say no first. That gives yourself time to think through some things, to then be able to come back and say, you know what, yeah, let me try that out. Let me see what it is. But it is also okay to go into some things so that you can learn, because some things you're not going to know if it is a fit for you or not unless you go in and experience it. And that's okay too. That's all right too. So in this space for your girl, I am focusing on being debt free. I'm doing my own nails, right? If you guys have been following me, you know from last year, I stopped going and getting my nails done at the salons and spending $70. Yes, I was spending $70 because I like the designs, right? Because I'm like, that money can go to the bills. It can go towards these debts. So I stripped all of those different things down. Now my nails still look good. They always look good. But y'all, your girl been, doing her nail. These are like, I glue them on. I'm gluing them on. I ordered like a million of them. And so part of what I'm going to be sharing through my shop, the Life Now shop, is it's either Life Now shop or Life Now store. It'll be in the links down below. Are these different things to help us to still look good on a budget so that we can take that money we've been using and spending to put back into ourselves, right? Because if we don't get a hold of the different things that we're doing, time is, y'all, I'm 50. I am 50 years young. I have 50 years of life up in here right now. Okay. I'll be 51 this year. I'll be 51. And Lord willing, I'll be 51. And I put that I'm going to be retired at age 55. Right? So I got to make some dramatic changes. Like, some things are already being changed for me. They're being changed for me. And I'm like, okay, God, I see you closing this door, you open up another one. You close another door, you open up another one, right? You're closing doors and it's like, okay, I need you to be still. And right now I'm like at this still moment. Be still and pay attention to what it is that you need to do. Right? This is the time to put and feed into me. And while I'm feeding into me, I'll be able to share so others can learn and grow. Our trials, tribulations, they're to bless other people. It's not for us to just sit here and be like, oh my God, it's not just me. Listen, if it's you too, put your comments down below. Let me know if you made it this far, 25 minutes in. Put some comments down below. Let me know what you think about this video. Let me know whatever you want to let me know. Right? If I've helped you in the past, put that down in the comments below. I'm about to do a short video on that because I need some of y'all to come back around and let me know how I have been able to help you and bless you in the past. But so many things. Like, I'm definitely going to be sharing a lot more of the digital things that are going on. There's so many things that can help us in our businesses to level up without having to spend $1 million to do it and to have it done, right? It's time to pour back into ourselves. So that's my rant for today. Thank you for listening. I'm gonna go ahead and get this game plan done. I have to log in and see what all the balances are. And yeah, follow me for these next 90 days. Or for you to be 100, because I have a couple days before my 90-day start. But follow me while I go through this journey of becoming debt free by the end of 2024. Today's date is actually, let's see what the date is. This is July 30th. Oh, I should know. It's my mama's birthday. It's July 30th. My mama turned 80 today. 80. God bless her. I took her out yesterday. She wanted to go to the movies. She wanted to go out and eat. And so we did that. Loved on her. Took her to the doctors as well. But it is July 30th, 2024 at the time of this video. And I am putting myself on a very strict regimen for the next 100 days. It's the next 100 days for me. So feel free to subscribe, follow along. I'll be in here every day. I will be posting something every single day to help encourage, motivate, inspire, and train you, along with myself, to live our best life now. And life now stands for living in full expectation with never-ending opportunities within, because I believe that God has created us all to live our best life now. Just got to tap in and execute. Peace.